Hey, sweet babies. Hi, y'all. Like, for real. All right, wait. Let me not turn on my light. It is entirely too hot in Texas to turn on your AC. But it's entirely too cold in Texas to actually turn the heater on, which is annoying. So I'm going to sit here with my goddamn jacket on and turn my AC off because both don't coincide. We're not going to work this like this. Fucking Texas. So it's entirely too cold to actually have your heater on. I mean, it's entirely too hot to have your heater on, and it's entirely too cold to have, like, I mean, either way. Either way. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep my unit off in my hotel room. Oh God, how embarrassing is this? I'm gonna keep my heater off in my hotel room, and I'm okay with wearing my jacket, you know, and even with my nighties on, because I ain't getting out of them. I'm just not. I'm not getting out of them because there's no reason for it. Because if I chose to, I just go to bed right now. But I don't want to. I want to be here with y'all. There's something that I know that I should listen to right now, but I have not finished it yet. Okay. I accepted about myself. The reason why I accepted about myself is because I got to do what I got to do. Even if I got to cut what I'm supposed to be listening to off. A lot of times, a lot of messages can come through. See, stop, spirit. Don't make me yawn. When they start making me yawn, it's like they actually have like a way of saying you should be resting right now. And I say, not right now. And they say, you should be. And I'm saying, but it's enough. I'd rather be here with y'all than anything. So I'm going to tell my bluebirds I'm online. So that those who can show up will. So my bluebirds will be here. I might have something else going on in a minute. So it is what it is. I didn't check my email for my other bluebird, which I really kind of need to do that because I just joined the bluebird. And she's really awesome. Her name is Slay. Slay. So her name is Slay, and I really enjoyed her company. But she hasn't written me yet with her information in order to contact her. So we'll see how that happens. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. This is Asa Wants the Hierophant. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate all of you, every moment and every second. You know, like, I refuse to say something else. But my decks are here. And yes, I do stack them on top of each other so they can exist in one another, one message to one and one message to another. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, tell you an untruth, or give you an illusion. I've had enough of that in my life, haven't you? People feed you a story that ain't true. Truth is. But that part never comes out of their mouth. This is the truth. That's why I enjoy myself so much, because I don't mind it. I don't mind the truth. Because actually, somebody taught me a lot about myself today. I also learned a lot about them. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some logic in it. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some logic in it. So if it doesn't make sense, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not going to put anybody on blast because it's not my way. It's like going to jail and telling on the person. It's not even it. I'd rather stay in my mental prison. Because you know what? There's a whole bunch of peace in here. A whole bunch of hello, hi, how are you doing, and goodbyes. A lot of peace. I'm not that kind of person, like, for real. I mean, you have to really get me fired up to even say anything. But I don't allow people like that into my life to create havoc and strife. Havoc and strife. It's just as easy as I can. After I try to explain, make things right, and you don't understand the cup, I'm trying to give you my cup, my chalice. I own my chalice. If you don't understand that I'm trying to give you my chalice, and you have a chalice too, but I'm like, here, I'll give it to you, and you're like, I'm gonna give it to them. Okay. Let me take my chalice back. I'm okay with it. I ain't gonna live in lack. I'm sure not gonna take my destiny and put it in somebody else's hands. I'm destined to be who I am. That's what God said. And you know what? If you don't want to work this destiny like a rotary phone, well, I guess it's gone. Not to be like narcissistic or not to be, but I understand the world and how it works. And I sure ain't one to break up a happy home. I can tell you exactly what's going on here. You say, why did you tell me to not trust in her? Because one of my comments said, you told me not to go along with this and it broke me. Honestly, the only reason why it broke you is because you wouldn't move on in the first place, knowing that that person was not coming back. You knew that person wasn't coming back. Or you knew that person was trashing ass in the first place. If you took everything and every element from that relationship, and it was only you and me, and it started out as a friendship, where would you be? No money, there wasn't a dollar sign in it, where would you be? Your Honor, I acquit. Because people don't understand how the mind works. Oh my God. The mind is a glorious thing. You ever been in such a debacle in your life, and then all of a sudden you come up with a way to get out of it, the way the mind thinks. Which makes it hard to combine the mind with the heart. Because your heart says, I wish I didn't have to do this. Well, have at it then. Have out what you have to do. But at the end of the day, as you rise, so you shall fall. And if it wasn't rising on some stable ground or stability, something you find not questionable, but amicable. How do you get to the next level? You got to level 1, 2. How do you get to level 4? Y'all ever play video games? The simplest of ones. How do you get to the next level? Well, I know one thing. You cannot get to the next level by going back to the beginning. It's okay. Question is, why should somebody else make up for something that your man, woman, child should give? So you're going to order you another child if they don't do it right? Order you another woman if they don't do it right? Order you another man if they don't do it right? Why are you coming to someone else to do for something that your shoulder lean can? And I'm talking to all of you. Miss Shawana, you should not have to go to nobody else for your shit. You know I'm celibate. I am not. Miss Passion Fruit, yes, I will come to Kentucky for your salad. I will do it. I'll do it. Ain't nothing in Kentucky whatsoever, but I'll do it. I said, ain't nothing in Kentucky but you and your salad. I'll do it. I said, Miss Shawana said, come to California. Ooh, Lord Jesus. I'm not scared of that. She wants somebody to turn her out real quick. And I ain't the one. We had like a little good conversation. If y'all want to watch the previous video, we had a whole ass conversation about, as nice as that sounds, I don't have sex with nobody. I just don't. I can't give my sex to everybody because my sex is just like enticing. So whoever I give it to has to be here for a lifetime. I know how I am. I'm a very sensual lover. Therefore, people that have not experienced sensations like that, they go a little crazy. You can ask anybody I've ever been with. And it really ain't a question. There's also an issue of why won't he come back to me and why won't he do this and don't do that? Because the issue is you haven't made it a challenge. Every time they show up at your front door, you let them in. Trust and believe. I've been there too. Me. That motherfucker show didn't think you was shit until you found something that he could benefit from. Then all of a sudden you everything. Okay. It's a no. You work so hard to get somebody back. I don't know. Just to realize that that person is like a soundtrack. Be played over and over and over again. Or you are. That show is not existent in a North Star. When you want to reach your North Node, you'll get there. When your North Node is meant to reach you, it kind of lands up in your, it like winds up in your lap, like, where the fuck you come from? Living life is not easy. It's always loving you is like a battle. And we both end up at start. But at the end of the day, ask Lauren Hill how that relationship ended. It sure ain't candid today. Otherwise, she would be standing with her man. And what she chased after for years. Her woman, his woman, her stand. So I refuse to believe that we're all out here for like some dumbass reason. Call it treason against yourself. By accepting what little somebody's willing to offer you, they left your ass sitting on the shelf because what they thought what you are wasn't enough. You had to become more for them to love you. What happens when the shelf breaks? Because there's ups and then there's downs. And when the downs come, as that same person gonna be sitting here like leaving you exactly where you are, going and running all over to the next person. However, they could be at your house. You could work it out. I don't know. The real reason is why you're in the situation, and a lot of people are in the situation in which they are. It's because they can't accept themselves. What if there was nobody there to validate you? What if you had to sit there and validate yourself? That's the hardest part. Does he love me? You love me. Exceptionally different every time. You're going to go out here and do all of this to get one person back. And when you didn't have shit, they sure wasn't there to get you out your lack. I'm grown as fuck. And And also, this is Ace of Wands, the Hierophant. And yes, I'm in my attitude. I'm in my funk. So I'm going to go take a nap real quick. Eat me something. It's after lunchtime. But you cannot expect somebody to change who they are. If it takes you to climb up a ladder and you think, oh, they're not here because I ain't grown. Motherfucker, you grown as a motherfucker. You could have done this with them, and you could have done them. You did it without them. So where's your strength at? And Shawana, you going to school with or without that man. Where's your strength at within you? I am. I am whoever I say I am. If I wasn't, then why should I say I am? You can do it. I'm so proud. Miss Intuitive, you can do it. I'm so proud. That's all it takes is a belief in oneself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell else is going to believe in you? Nobody. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Nobody. So it's kind of up to you to change the trajectory of how you think. Because at the end of the day, as soon as you lose that good old job, and as soon as you lose that good old check, and as soon as you could be at the bottom of the time link as you was before. And I'm gonna leave it at that. This is Ace Sponsor Hierophant. Thank you so much for coming. I ain't gonna stay on too long. But this shit is facts. So you wonder when they gonna come back? Why? Because when you were at your lowest, they didn't even have your back. Why don't you go find somebody else out here that will? Like, for real. Shit is overtime. And I'm over with.